Please read verse number 69, please. Mokshasya hetu prathamo nigadyate vairagyamatyanta nitya vastushu tatassamaschapi samastitiksha Nyasa prasakta khila karmanam vrusham tatasrutistan mananam satatva dhyanam chiram nitya nirantaram munehe Tato vikalpam parametya vidvan Yeva nirvana sukham samruchati. These two verses, so beautiful like every other verse. It gives you a complete picture. The teacher, as we are seeing so far, is highly appreciative of a student who has clearly analyzed the problem. As we saw in the beginning classes, just like in a medical treatment, proper diagnosis of the problem is extremely important. You cannot go on prescribing medicines vaguely to the patient. You must have a proper diagnosis. There can be body temperature rising for million different reasons. The right doctor has to keep you under observation and find out whether it is because of typhoid, because of the cholera, because of the jaundice, because of common cold, because of the cancer, AIDS, because the body temperature can go up for so many different reasons. You must find out why exactly it has gone up. So keeping under observation, you discover the pattern, and when you pinpoint the disease, the cure becomes easier. Same thing also. Why is it the individual is suffering in life? Not many people even aware that they are suffering. It's like the person who is swimming in the river. Beautiful current, slow, steady current. And he thinks he is swimming. Doesn't know that this swimming current slowly and steady marching towards a huge fall. After a certain time, when he is reaching almost towards the end of the, to nearer the fall, he listens to the sound and he can't get out now because he's already caught in the eddy. He cannot come away. Life is like that. Playing about like a swimmer in the beginning stages who is learning. Playing with water, he moves in. Goes to a long distance, doesn't understand that he cannot come back. Drowns. Playfully he has gone in. Even in a human relationship is like that. Very playfully you get into a human relationship. While getting into it, you don't find any difficulty. After some time, when you are caught in that, obsessed, infatuated, you don't know how to get out of it. You are dead. So not many people are even aware the possibility of this danger, that they are affected. So a person who sees it very clearly and knows the bondage is not in the physical universe, the physical body also is not, having any sense of bondage, because deho na janati, body does not know. If the body is going through a particular speed or involvement, it is like the car. The car doesn't go in the speed. The car is not given a ticket for speeding. The driver is given a ticket for speeding. The body is not cruel. The body is not obsessed. The body is not running on a speed or shouting. Body is an instrument. Somebody is using this physical body. And when you say somebody, it is not your neighbor somewhere, the I, the individuality. So that has to be seen. Your sense of bondage doesn't come from the body, but from the idea, I am the body. Your sense of bondage doesn't come from the dying or death, but from the idea, I am dying, I am aging. Therefore, this I has to be understood. Very clearly, the I has to be understood. So, here, the student, when the student has thus come and put forth this problem, the teacher says, because of He Paramatman, he addresses, remember that, Ajnana Yogat Paramatmanastava Tataiva Bandhas Tataiva Sansruti. What lines, you don't have to struggle to remember. If you just go on chanting and see the meaning of it, it gets into you. It's so beautiful. The very addressing of the teacher, he doesn't say, oh, you stupid fool, oh, you immortal or, miserable. No. He Paramatman, oh, immortal absolute. Even when the student doesn't know, the teacher knows it, no? That is why he says, because of the ignorance only you are this bondage. Body has no sense of bondage. Okay, having thus told, then he says, we shall now see that you have asked such a beautiful question, we'll see the answer. And when a nutshell in 2 verses, he gives the entire things that is to come. Mokshasya hetu prathamo nigadyate. I shall tell you, mokshasya hetu, how to be liberated, the cause of your freedom. I have given you the bondage. Now I shall tell you how to get out of this bondage. Mokshasya hetu. What is the means by which you can be liberated? You are already liberated, you have to recognize. How shall I do that? Prathamo nigadyate. We shall tell you first that. And what is that first one? What is the first step towards this liberation? See the beauty. What is the first step towards liberation? Vairagyam atyanta anitya vastusu. You want to be with yourself, to be free? The first criteria is atyanta vairagyam anitya vastusu. Vastusu, in the vastu, the sense-object world, the whole sound, whole range of sounds, touches, taste, smell, sight, your body, in all this, atyanta vairagya, total dispassion. Already explained to you. Dispassion does not mean dismissing the object. Dispassion means Vishayeshu bhogatyaga vairagya. Vairagya, dispassion means Vishayeshu bhogatyaga. It is not Vishayatyaga. It is not the renunciation of the object, but renunciation of the sense of pain and pleasure in the object. One who imposes pleasure in the object runs towards it. One who imposes pain in the object runs away from it. So the pain and pleasure is not in the object. This is the dispassion. Very clear, that clear thinking must be there. Do not crucify an innocent object. Never say that the creation is wrong, bad, the physical body is a trouble, the desires are trouble. No. It's like telling the car is a trouble. The car isn't the trouble. The driver is trouble. The driver must know how to drive the car. The car has no wish of its own. The body has no destination of its own. The sense objects do not impose themselves upon you. You understand, you create a habit out of alcohol. Alcohol doesn't impose itself upon you. You create the greed for gold. The gold doesn't impose greed on you. The whole sense-object world is beautiful. Yes, only another animate object, like another human being, can deceive you. Because the gold will never say, I promise security. But another human being can say, I love you and I shall give you security until the end of my life. The person doesn't understand, he can't give security to himself. Now he is giving security to everybody. Are you getting that point, please? The biggest mistake we commit. So, Vairagyam, when you say dispassion, first step is cutting off this sense of pain and pleasure on the object world. Because if you do that, now your mind is now steady. Don't say, have a steady mind, have a steady mind. How can you have a steady mind with false impositions in your own head? Now see the mistake, see the flaw. As long as you see happiness in an object, animate, inanimate, it can be a man or woman, or it can be gold or diamond, you shall be restless because you are looking for happiness there. If you see unhappiness there, your mind shall run away from it. That is why in Sanskrit they use two words, pravritti, nivritti. Pravritti means going towards. Nivritti means running away. Two things everybody does. These are the two things. These are the two struggles in human life. Either you are running towards the sense object or you are running away from the sense object. A secular person, ignorant person, not knowing yourself, you see happiness in the object, so you are running towards it. Another person sees unhappiness in the object, he runs away from it. Who is better? Both are fools. Why? In the object there is neither happiness nor unhappiness. Now look, if you entertain, if you have a mind like this, where you clearly recognize that the object is innocent, there is neither pain there nor pleasure there. Now what disposition you enjoy? You are already with yourself. Are you getting that? Therefore, it is not simple, making a blank mind or a thoughtless mind or a dismissing the object, living in a cave with no possessions of my own. It's all lovely romantic ideas for escapism, but that doesn't solve the problem. So he says, Vairagyam atyanta anitya vastusu tatassamascha pidamasti tiksha nyasa prasakta khila karmanam bhusham. Then after that, Vairagya, this, you know this, adhikari, okay? First you have the dispassion, discrimination, and then tatas samaha, then damaha, then titiksha, then nyasa. Okay, sama, dama, titiksha, meaning sama, dama, uparama, titiksha, shraddha, samadhan. The sixfold qualification you saw. Thus you should have the mental disposition, whether it's total alertness, total acceptance of things as it is. And of course, mumukshu, you are totally very strong desire for liberation here and now. I want to be free. That is the disposition you must enjoy. And for that, nyasa prasakta akhila karmanam bhusham. Akhilam karmanam nyasam. Then you know, I cannot do anything to be happy in life. This is where comes the karma and jnana. To be happy, because that is my nature, I am the happiness itself. Ignorance keeps me away, therefore knowledge shall give me the awareness of myself. No action. Remember, the 10th man searching for 10th man. The moment you start looking for the 10th man, you deny you are the 10th man. Or remember the example I gave you, the same example. I am the owner of the mala. The mala is here. And look, ayo, mala is gone. So I am now looking for the mala. When I'm looking for the mala, I want looking under the bed, looking in the ashram. The moment I look for it, this is the statement must go into your head and you must see it very clearly. The moment you look for the mala outside, wherever it is, the moment you look for it, walking around the place, going under your cot, dusting all your bed, the moment you do something to look for the mala, you deny that you are the owner already. This is the fork where you are cut. If you look for it, you deny you are the owner of it. If you don't look for it, you don't get it either. What a headache. If you do, it's a mistake. If you don't do also, it's a mistake. That is why the world is terrible. Since we are, listen carefully, since we are busy doing many things in life, to educate, we have done so many things. To get a job, we have done so many things. To get money, we have done so many things. To build a house, we have done so many things. To get into a relationship, we have done so many things. Especially in our generation, the people are so much, so heavily action-oriented that if you tell them to be happy, you don't have to do anything, the person will feel helpless. That is why most people feel restless. What do you mean that to be happy, I don't have to do anything? Because he can't keep quiet. Are you getting that point? Most people cannot keep quiet. Tell me what to do, because simply sitting is difficult. Not that by simply sitting down you shall get the knowledge. Suppose you don't do anything, will you get it? That also. If you look for it, you deny you are the owner. If you don't look for it, you don't get it either. What a headache. And another part of it is, if you do something about it, at least something you get. If you don't do anything, you become unproductive. That is why people are afraid that these whole concepts are not understood. Please appreciate when the Shastra says, Upanishad says, the scripture says, or the Guru says, to be yourself you cannot do anything. Understand what it means is, for your happiness you cannot do anything. For your sustenance you must do everything. If this much you understand, you create a fantastic balance in your life. Don't extend inactivity to your life. Neither extend activity for the happiness. Both ways you will commit a mistake. To be yourself, you cannot do anything. But to keep yourself alive, you must do everything. Are you getting that point? So, since at this point I am in search of my knowledge, in search of myself, now no more be interested in doing something for the sake of happiness. Understand, what type of action binds you? That action in which you look for happiness, that binds you. There are two types of action. An action in experience, if you look for happiness, you are in bondage. In experience, in action, if you see yourself, see the happiness, you are free. Understand? I want to play football. Why? So that I can be happy. You will be disappointed. But while playing football, I am with myself. Fantastic. Football is a meditation. I am eating food so that I can be happy. You will be disappointed. You can't eat all the time. But eating is meditation. By seeing the sunrise or a moonrise, I'll be happy. One cloud cover can make you miserable. I'm happy with myself. Any type of sunrise is beautiful. Are you getting that point, please? You do something to be happy in life, and you are happy to do something. It's a huge difference. Are you getting that? Therefore, a happy man does not stop activity. That is where when the In the name of sannyas, in the name of renunciation, you become an inactive, unproductive person. You become a real parasite on the world. Because you don't do anything for yourself, but you want everybody else to do for you. And preferably, best banana for you, best food for you. But what should you do? Nothing. Why? I'm meditating. You must be nuts. That is why you must clearly see. When in this tradition, begging is allowed. Why? Because a sadhu, a contemplating monk, must spend his time in contemplation. If he engages himself in physical activity, there will be no time for contemplation. So the society takes care of his stomach so that he has time for contemplation. And as even society takes care of his stomach, he takes care of the thinking of the society. Thus is a beautiful cycle. But if you are given food and you fatten yourself, no thinking, nothing, you become a parasite. It's a beautiful arrangement. Anyway, we shall see that later on. So, akilam karmanam nyas. So, no more you are acting for looking for happiness. You are acting just for survival. So, that is why such actions do not create a chain reaction. Understand? I am going to the kitchen. Listen carefully. As a brahmachari, as a swami, as a novice, as a person who is interested in this knowledge, I am now studying this place to have my knowledge. I am totally interested in this. Okay. That doesn't mean that I should not eat. I should eat. But why should I eat? For survival, not for happiness sake. Please see how it brings you chain reaction. Suppose you want to have food for your happiness sake, your mind will be full of food and food and food and food. It is more full of breakfast than full of your verses. It is more full of your lunch and dinner than full of any verses. So, morning already, the moment you get up, what will be the breakfast today? Is it idli or sambar? Is it chutney or, that upama? Is it this or that? Are you getting that point? And then, because you are food oriented, you go there. Suppose you have got a dream for idli and you go there and upma, already you are reacting for the whole day. And suppose there is somebody says, only two idlis today, finished you are. Why? Only 2 idlis. What to do about it? How can they be like that? Or only this much. Are you getting that point? Or while serving, somebody is giving 2, somebody is giving 3. You are given one whole ladle full of sambar, other is a half full sambar, by chance. But see, he is given more, I am given less. Your whole mind will be a reacting mind. Are you getting that point? It will be a total food orientation. Same action. Are you getting that? But suppose you say, I am interested in myself. Food for sustenance. Go there, eat whatever available. Or produce, cooking also. I have to do some cooking, I do it. Why? My mind is full of myself. Always I am thinking. But action also being done. Why? For sustenance. Are you getting that point? Such type of action where no more you are acting, looking for happiness. Are you getting that? Karmananas tataha. In that mood, thereafter you expose yourself to listening. Tatas srutis tan mananam satatvam dhyanam chiram nitya nirantaram munehe. Tataha sruti. Thereafter, with this type of disposition, you must listen to the scripture. Listen to the teacher. Why is it so? Please. Where there is no teaching available, you go on only looking at your mind, you are go on looking at your thought, you go on looking at your action, but you don't know how to handle the thought. Understand? That is why many times a quiet person thinks he is a very wise person. Understand? When your mind is quiet, it's a quiet mind. Previously, you are ignorant, agitated. Now you are ignorant, quiet. Are you getting that point, please? When you observe your mind for a sufficient long period of time, it will quieten down. Reason? Like a child. A baby who is going on, mommy is not looking, will be going 100 places. Suppose the baby knows somehow the mummy is looking, you slow down. It's exactly like your mind is like that, like a mischievous baby. And it has been spoiled by you. Only you have spoiled it. Just like baby is spoiled. Mummy, balloon, balloon. Ice cream, ice cream. Laddu, laddu. Toy, toy. Why? You thought, whatever you have been denied in your life, your baby must get. Some people are so guilt-ridden, so whatever they have been denied, they must give it to baby. Now what happens to the baby? You get a spoilt brat in your hand. Night 12 o'clock, the fellow wakes up. Mommy, ice cream. Baby, ice cream. This is not the time. It's night 12 o'clock, shops are closed. Who are the 4-year-old understand shop closed? Midnight, ice cream. What do? You get so angry. The brute fool doesn't understand in the first place. Who made him a brute? What all the baby wanted you gave? No. Pampering the mind, you have spoilt yourself like a brat. Childhood onwards, what have you done? Did you know the ways of your mind? Never. Laddu, laddu. Movie, movie. Girls, girls. Boys, boys. Money, money. Sweet, sweet. Whatever thought came, I should have it. If you don't get it, tantrum. Thought means action. Are you getting that point? For average person, as a child, thought means action. Why people are so angry with everything? Why people are so, absolutely like a lightning they react? Because it is a habit. Thought comes, speech comes. That is why I say, keep quiet for 1 hour a day. You will understand. In that 1 hour, how many times you shall talk, you won't know. Only if you do it, you will know. If there is nobody to talk, some people talk to themselves. They'll stand in front of the mirror and talk. It is so compulsive. You understand the point? Compulsive. What is compulsive? Compulsive means thought. There is nobody compelling you. Your thought comes, it moves. Compulsive. You make it a point. I will not listen to anybody, whatever they say. I will not listen to. Two people have started talking. By habit, your ear will be cocked towards that. Why? Habit. I will not look at anything. Something is going on there, I will not look at it. Then, before you know, your eyes are, what is going on? This is compulsive movement. Understand, the body does not move by itself. Somebody moves it from within, and you, how much you know about it? Nothing. So thoughts are moving all the time. Now you know it is not right, so you quieten the thought. When you quieten the thought, previously you are agitated, ignorant. Now you are quiet, ignorant. That is why you have to continuously struggle to keep that mind on a quiet condition, or else agitation will come back. So, that is why teaching, Shruti, tatas Shruti tan mananam. So not only the teacher, then the teaching is there to tell you how you are the happiness. There is no happiness in the object or in the thought or anything. And objects are harmless, thoughts are harmless. If a teaching creates an enemy between you and your thoughts, if a teaching creates an enemy between you and the object, whatever that teaching is, if it creates an enmity between you and anything, you shall be miserable. That is why in this knowledge there is nothing called a taboo. You are happy with yourself. Rest of the thing, their existence doesn't matter to you. If they are there, excellent. Not there, absolutely excellent. Are you getting that? The presence of the object doesn't affect you. That is why do not dismiss the world. If you dismiss the world, it's like all over the world you can say that. Americans with heavy power and heavy money at their disposal, what do they say? There shall be no drugs in the street. So bombard the Colombian drug field. Why don't you change your children not to take drugs? A particular species of plant must be wiped out because some people are misusing it. Are you getting that point, please? Who are you to decide which species should exist? And the same particular drug, what they call the plant, cannabis, can be used as medicine in so many different ways. But we don't want to take the risk of changing ourselves. We want to destroy the other places. Just like in Indian road. Have you seen in Indian road? When you travel in Indian road, what do you see? Bumps. How many bumps? Oh boy. In Orissa, once I was traveling, in 100 kilometers, believe me, we counted 98 bumps. Why? Because nobody wants to look both the side and walk. If the vehicle comes from your village place, you should be walking as though you are walking on your courtyard. So one big bump on the beginning of the village, another big bump at the end of the village. In between also there is a bump. So you can do whatever you want to do. You should not change. The world must come to change. You understand the philosophy? How dangerous it is? That is where you try to create some devil somewhere tempting you. Why? As though you are very flawless, some devil is tempting you. Nonsense. No Satan hanging around. Don't worry about it. You cannot create an enmity between yourself and anything. A thought is innocent. Depends on how you use it. Just like this knife. Let's think it's a knife. The knife doesn't slit a throat. Not the knife by itself cuts a vegetable. You can use it to slit a throat. And you can use it to cut vegetable. Depends on whom. Knife or the user? Now, what are you blaming knife for? Then why are you blaming the thoughts? This is Sruti. This is the study. When you study, you analyze, you see things as they are, then you discover, oh my God, I am the rogue, I am the rascal, yo. And it's easier to change one person, that is you, than to change everybody in this world. Are you getting that point, please? There should be no temptations anywhere. Are they temptations or you are making them a temptation? Come on. Please name one object which is a temptation by itself. Come on. That's an object. Temptation, if you see, happiness there. If you don't see. You are crazy for cricket. The fellow will show you the ticket for the cricket and take you round and round and round. You don't go crazy for the ticket. He shows you ticket. He says, keep it with yourself. So ticket is temptation. You have just finished your heavy meal. Just rice and sambar. Nothing else. Heavy food. Now somebody brings you chocolate. Take it. No space. Eat it. No. Hey, you like chocolate? I know, but you should have told me 1 hour back. Then I would have organized my dinner. Are you getting that point, please? Okay, so that is why Shruti, listening. And when you listen to the scripture, the teacher shows you. And that time, you go back, mananam. You think over what you have heard. Like you walk a path with me. But while taking a walk, you remember the landmarks so that by yourself you can go back. When do you learn driving? If you are driven around, you may enjoy it. But when the driver is gone, you are finished. That's why learn driving before the driver is dead. A teacher doesn't take pride or credit in creating dependence. The teacher is not the one. In how many hearts he has created a need for him. Rather, a teacher is one who has taken away the need for a teacher in people's heart. Are you getting that point, please? That's the beauty of the tradition. Na gurur naiva shishya chidananda rupa shivoham siddhoham. Neither there is a teacher nor a disciple, one absolute consciousness, shivoham shivoham. Always, who I am, who you are, one and the same. Somebody points it out. So as you are learning, you pick up that logic. That's why step by step you go and you see it for yourself. And once you finish manana, with the words you see the truth of it. You use the word to see what it is. Then, satatva dhyanam chiram nitya nirantaram munehe. Then satatva dhyanam, sravana, listening, manana, contemplation. Then satatva dhyanam. Then begins your real meditation. Previously you are just closing your eyes, looking at your thought. Closing the eyes is not meditation. Looking at your thought is not meditation. Chanting a mantra is not meditation. Singing a song is not meditation. Sitting down in Padmasana, lotus posture is not meditation. Like your sleep. Lying down is not sleep. Pillow is not sleep. Posture is not sleep. Closing the eyes is not sleep. When sleep overtakes, none of these things matter. These positions facilitate sleeping. Positions are by themselves not sleep. Listening, observing your thought, stopping your perceptions, closing your eyes, chanting a mantra by themselves, not meditation. You appreciate who you are. When you see the truth of it, who you are meditation. You don't meditate. We'll see all that more later on. Already I have given you a little bit in Tattvabodh. So this is Satattva Dhyanam. Now you are meditation, happy with yourself. And therefore, every thought is beautiful, perception beautiful. Dhyana. And when shall it happen? Nitya Nirantaram Munehe. Nitya Nirantara. All day, 24 hours, 24/7. All times, all places, all conditions. Always you are in meditation. Ever in meditation, ever the changeless, you enjoy the changes. Be the changeless, enjoy the changes. Be in meditation, enjoy every type of agitation, if you want to name it agitation, meaning changes of every kind. Meditation is not changing agitation to meditation, understand? Immortality is not converting mortality to immortality. You cannot convert your mortal body to immortality. Impossible. Mortality belongs to body, immortality yourself. Always in meditation. Iti dhyanam nirantaram munehe. Then what happens? Tato vikalpam parametya vidwan. So when you thus always in meditation with yourself, tataha vidwan avikalpam parametya, having found this, being one with avikalpa, nirvikalpa, where there is no vikalpa, total free from modifications. Your being free from modification, understand, does not mean there is absence of modification in you. You are nirvikalpa, totally immodifiable in spite of modification. Your changelessness is not absence of change in spite of changes. Your immortality is not absence of mortality in spite of mortality. That is why in Vedanta, in Upanishads, when you study all these things, very clearly you see, it is not the absence of the creation, it is not the absence of the body, it is not the absence of the changes of your mind, but in spite of the changes. What a beauty it is. You are always at rest with yourself, always at rest with your being, but changes are continuously taking place. So, tato vikalpam parametya vidwan, and last line, ihaiva nirvana sukham samruchyati. Ihaiva nirvana sukham nivruchyati. Ihaiva nirvana sukham. Nirvana. Nirvana, that word, nirvana means mukti, free. Vanam means dukkham. Nirvana means nirgata vano yasmat. From which vana, dukkha. What is dukkha? Limitations are gone. What is limitation? Body is limited. Identifying the body, I was feeling happy. So body is vanam, self nirvanam. Thoughts, vanam, dukkham, is continuously dying, changing. Yourself, nirvanam. So nirvanam sukham. That which is free from limitation is sukham, anandam, yourself. Ihaiva samruchati. Gets it where? Right here and now. There is no later on. At least for that you should go for it. Why? Somebody doesn't promise you something in the hereafter. There is not a carrot held in front of you, the donkey to follow it the rest of your life. Mahadeva. You see it right here and now. Recognize it. Samruchati. Having told this, now read. So the teacher says, Yadbodhabhyam tavedanim Atmanatma vivechanam Taduchyate maya samyak Shrutvatmani avadharaya Yadbodhabhyam tavedanim Atmanatma vivechanam Taduchyate maya samyak Shrutvatmanyavadharaya. Thus with the 2 verses he has given the whole program. And now he starts. Amazing verse. Hey, the students is addressing Paramatman, you are the Absolute. Yad bodhabhyam taba idanim. Now, what is to be bodhabhyam? What is to be understood now, idanim, now, what is to be understood is Atma Anatma Vivechanam. What is this I and what is that which is not I? What is the self, what is the not self? What is the Atma, what is Anatma? Who I am and what is that I am not? Listen carefully. Bondage is for whom? The I. In the beginning stages, you say, I am bound. I think I have a sense of bondage. Later on you understand, I have no bondage. I am the bondage. I thought. Are you getting that? So that conversion has to take place. So what is this I? All that you take yourself to be yourself is something which you have, not who you are. And therefore now we shall do the discrimination between what you are, who you are, and what you have. In the absence of teaching, what the people do is, they ignore everything that they have. That is why I say, who am I, who am I, who am I? Hey, as I told you in the morning, by repeating a question, nobody has found an answer. By ignoring a problem, you don't find a solution. You must face it right on. Right on. Encounter. There is no question of putting under the carpet. What do you think people do? Putting under the carpet, have you solved the problem? There are some people meditate. What is meditation? Meditation is like Indian hospitality. Some Indian, when I say Indian, don't think every Indian does it. It's just sometimes some people do it. You go to somebody's house, invite, hello, please come home. They tell you, they forget. So 1 hour before you say, we are coming. Huh? Oh yes, 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 yes. Yes, yeah, please come, please come. And by the time come, now, there is no time for cleaning. So what they do? Everything under the house, inside that house, everything will be pell-mell here and there. Put it under the bed. Put a bed sheet down. So when the person comes in, oh, your house is so clean. Yes. Thank you. The moment the visitor goes back, bam, everything comes back to its own place. Some people's meditation is like that. Draw the curtain, boom. Everything inside as it is waiting. Why? After the meditation is over, they will all incarnate. Swamiji, meditation was very beautiful, but I don't know why I am getting so angry. What? Meditation was beautiful and still getting angry. Are you nuts? But to such people, what can you tell? You say, yes, don't worry, you are progressing. Progressing in what? In confusion. Progressing in confusion. Understand? You can't see the truth for yourself and you say, so many moods, Oh yes, very much true. Ishvara. Think. The teacher says, what you should know now is Atma Anatma Vivekachudamani. What you take yourself to be, who you are and what you have. Taduchyate maya samyak. See beauty. Maya samyak taduchyate. Now I shall tell you samyak, rightly. How to do it. He doesn't say, don't worry, come, I'll touch your bottom. Rocket. Energy will flow onto your head. Blast the enlightenment out of you. Right? Then why Krishna taught Arjuna 17 chapters? Why these so many Upanishads? If there are so many shortcuts, just touch it, it goes like that. Look at my eyes. Why? Energy will pass. You must be stupid. Understand? You can imagine a lot of things. You can imagine a lot of things. That is why the people say, if you can see the blue light between your eyebrows, so what do? You sit down there and busy looking at blue light. Sometimes it comes, sometimes it doesn't. Other day one fellow came and asked, Swamiji, when I sit down in meditation, I want to think of God. But the face doesn't come, I say, first thing, you are not even a child, intelligent child. One day I was in somebody's house. The child, 4 or 5 year old, comes and, Swamiji, I want to see God. Her mother, his mother came running and he said, hey, Swamiji, hey, what are you asking Swamiji like that? Hey, here is God. He says the Krishna, one photo of Krishna. Take this photo. You know what the child says? This is the photo. I want the original. How many adults think like that? So some guru has given a photo, so either in the pocket or inside the some nonsense in a locket. You are hanged the God. You understand what I am talking. Hanging it, and then Swamiji, when I am thinking that face doesn't come, I say, you just think of it. Don't worry about God. Leave him alone. If you can't see his face, he is not going to be faceless. Don't worry about it. Can you think of your own face, please? 24 hours you are handling that. Please think of your own face. The nose comes, eyes go. Eyes come, ear goes. You can't hold it. Why? That is what the thought is. But you go through that regimentation. This is the thought must stay. Meditation means only this mantra. So rest of the thoughts are agitation. Are you getting that? The moment you make one thought sacred, other thoughts are devils, useless. Only one form is sacred, other forms are mundane, spiritual and mundane. You divide the indivisible. Understand, please. So he says, I shall tell you. Samyak uchyate. I'll tell you rightly. And see the sincerity and beauty of the teaching. Shrutva, having listened to it, Atmani avadharaye, may you See it for yourself. Atmani, antakarane, in your own mind, avadharaya, hold it, see it for yourself. What I am saying, let it not be lost in the speech. What I am teaching, let it not be lost in the books. You take that thought in your mind and you see the truth of it. You see the confidence. He doesn't say, get rid of the thoughts. Fight out your memories. Blanket it with one idea. No! There shall be infinity and finite. See the finite as finite, infinity, infinity. Immortal, immortal, mortal as mortal. Infinity has touched everything that is finite. But finite by itself is not infinity. World is here, but this much is not the world. Body is in every cell, but a tiny cell by itself is not the body. So, avadharaya, please appreciate. The teacher says that. Having told it, he now starts the teaching. Please read. What is that you should remember? So sweet, so sweet. It's like a picture. It's like a picture. You can't escape it. You must be really a dunce to express it. Escape it. How beautiful. Majjasthimede palarakta charma Tvaga huvaidhatu bhire bhyaranitam. Okay, I'll divide all the words, I'll tell you later on. Padoruvaksha bhuja prushtamastakaih Angei rupangei upayuktametat Aham mameti prathitam sariram Mohaspadam sthulamitiriyate budhei Nabho nabhasvat dahanambu bhumaya Sukshmani bhutani bhavanti tani. Okay, now he talks about the body. I think we see tomorrow because we can't finish it another 2 minutes, 5 o'clock. So, we shall see tomorrow, okay? Just... these are wonderful verses are coming, And I finish 2 verses. Don't worry about it. 9 or 7 minutes, don't worry. It's a very simple one, Very simple one. Please see. I shall tell you, now Bhagavan says, please listen to it and hold it in your mind. First is, what is, long before he tells you who you are, now he is introducing you to all that you have. What is this? Hibiscus. The hibiscus is its name. Who is this? Who is that fellow? Shiva. Right? That is our dog, right? Now the dog has a name or dog is a name? Huh? The dog has a name. The name dog itself. The name dog itself. Is it a dog? The name. Are you getting that? So, if you say his name is Shiva, the name has a name. Are you getting that point, please? So, who is he? You understand? This is what it is. Nameless. A nameless is given a name. Then the name has a name. What is this? Hibiscus. Hibiscus is the name of a flower. Flower is a species. The species called flower is a name of this object. So does this object, does it have a name or it is a name? It has a name. I am asking you, what is this? Why are you telling what it has? That should solve your problem. Who are you? I stop it. Are you getting that? When you say, who are you? First you say, listen carefully. Who are you? Swamiji, I am Ram. I am Swami. Okay? Who are you? I am Hari. Hari is a name. Whose name is Hari? My name is Hari, right? My name is Hari. Who, when you say my name, who is this my? My name means I am Hari. So what is your first name? I. Then the other name is what? Hari. So the Hari is the name of a name. I am asking, who are you? Why are you giving and telling me names? See that? You are calling me names. See the beauty of it. That is why he begins with your obvious mistakes without branding it as a mistake. Okay? Don't say, you are a fool, you are taking yourself. Hey, don't do that. Is that mistake? What's so big deal about it? Look at this body. What is this body? Majja sthimeda palarakta charma tvaga huyai dhatu bhi evhiranuttam. Majja asti meda pala rakta charma tvak ahuiti dhatubhiranvitam. This physical body made out of so many substances. You make a cross-section. You make a cross-section. When you make a cross-section, what is the innermost thing will be? If you cut your hand, what is the innermost thing? Marrow. Majja. Majja is bone marrow. Are you getting that? Bone marrow. Bone marrow. Majja asti. Then bone. Meda. Meda is fat. Fat. Then pala. Mamsa, flesh. Then charma, epidermis. Then tvak, dermis. See that how beautifully they had seen it or no? The whole thing. The entire body is like that. And full of kapha, vata, pita. Kapha, vata, vayu, pita, bile. All these things it is full of it. Padoru vakshya, pada, feet, uru, the thighs, vakshya, what is this one? Chest, bhuja, hands, prushtha, back, mastaka, your head, ange rupange etat, anga upanga. Many limbs, ordinary limbs, full of these things. This is sariram. And how does the human begins? Aham mameti prathitam sariram. This sarira, this is known as sarira. Why he called it sarira? Siryate. Because continuously disintegrating, continuously growing. Aham mameti prathitam. People say, aham sariram, mama sariram. I am this body. Body is mine. So which one is truth? Is it I or mine? We'll see tomorrow. Ha. He understood. I am rich or I have riches? You have riches. You are not rich. You see that how it is? You have riches, but you take yourself to be rich. So sometimes say, I am the body, I have the body, aham mama, aham mameti prathitam sariram. I say, I am the body, mine is the body. Tell me one thing, with that we shall go. Does the body ever says I? Body has no sense of I, nor it thinks it belongs to me. Go away with that idea. Like your car. You say, I am rich. Your riches don't feel it is you, nor they feel it belongs to you. That's why when somebody steals a diamond, the diamond doesn't protest. Ha, don't take me, I belong to him. Neither it is I, nor it is mine. At least it is mine is okay. I, we'll see that one. Okay, so we shall see what is this who I am and what I have iti. Very slowly, slowly from the external most point you go and reach yourself. Close your eyes.